Okay, guys, we're good. I'm going to scooch over a little bit. So, like I said, this is a sentence with no verbs and no adjectives. Make sure you can see this. So, as I listened, my friend shared a story with me, period. First of all, which of you guys know what type of sentence this is? Simple, compound, or complex? As I listened, comma, my friend shared a story with me, period. If you are thinking that it is complex, you are right. You notice that we start with an illibus, and in between our subject predicate, subject predicate, we have a comma. Okay, so this is a complex sentence. It is no adverbs, no adjectives. And can you tell what the mood of this sentence is? Not really. You might be making an inference thinking that it has a warm mood or a comfortable mood because friends are sharing, but that isn't necessarily true. Like, friends can share things in a negative way, in a sad or depressing way too. So adverbs and adjectives can be really helpful to help you create a mood in your writing or as hints to find the mood in somebody else's writing, okay? So let's start by adding one adjective and one adverb to this sentence. So I rewrote the sentence, but now it has an adjective and an adverb in it. So now it says, as I listened, my friend fearfully shared a gross story with me. Which one is the adjective and which one is the adverb? Adjectives describe nouns. So think, which word in this sentence is describing a noun? An object, a person, a place, an event, an idea? If you're thinking that gross is the adjective, you're right. A story is an idea. It's up in our heads and we share it. A story is an idea or an event. So when gross describes story, that's an adjective. Now I want you to think, what word in this sentence is an adverb? Or which word in this sentence describes a verb, describes an action? If you're thinking that fearfully is the adverb because it describes the verb of shared, you're correct. Okay? Shared something with you, whether I shared a meal or shared a story or shared information or I shared gossip, shared is a verb. So when we say that my friend fearfully, like in a scared way, fearfully shared, that's an adverb. And so when I say that she fearfully shared a gross story, now you're getting a sense of mood, right? Now you're getting maybe a mood of unease or discomfort because I've put those words in there, okay? But this sentence in its nature is not uneasy. It could kind of be anything. So I also wrote it again with a different couple of adverbs and adjectives so that you can get a different sense. All right, y'all gotta give me 1 second. It is super sad that my little board smeared. I'm sorry, guys. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope you're being respectful to the teacher running the room right now. I also hope you can read my handwriting because it's a little here nor there, to be honest. All right, so I think y'all are going to be able to read this now. So here's that same sentence, but I used a different adjective and different adverb, okay? So now it says, as I eagerly listened, comma please, it's gonna come get me. As I eagerly listened, my friend shared a hilarious story with me. So let's try this one more time. Which word do you think is the adjective? And I bet you remember what an adjective is. I bet you remember that an adjective is a word that describes a noun. So if you're thinking that hilarious is the adjective because it describes the noun of story, you are absolutely correct. Hilarious is the adjective here. It's telling me that the story is really funny. I also want you to think, what is the adverb in this sentence? What word is describing the verb? If you're thinking that eagerly, sorry, I got smeared. If you're thinking that eagerly is an adverb because it's describing the verb of listening, that's what I'm doing, then you are correct. And if this word eagerly seems a little weird to you, eagerly means like I'm really interested. It means I am wanting to know more about what's going on. So that's what eagerly means, okay? So as I eagerly listened, my friend shared a hilarious story with me. So now we have a different mood, right? We've created a mood using adjectives and adverbs. And it only took one adjective and one adverb to have a lighthearted mood, a funny mood in this sentence. I want to be clear, y'all don't need to put like 5, 6, 7, 8 adjectives and adverbs in a sentence. One of each is fine. Sometimes just one is fine. Don't feel like you have to go, all 4th grade and go through the thesaurus and throw in a dozen adverbs and adjectives. Use it tastefully to create a mood, but don't go to the point where it confuses your reader, okay? Okay. So y'all have worked through those really good. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't totally remember what comes next, so I have to look at my computer. I think I know. What did I decide to do? Okay. Oh, okay. So I want y'all to see a pattern. Okay, it is right here. I know I'm doing it. So you may have noticed this. You may not have noticed it. I'll be honest, even as a grown-up, I forget this sometimes. But there's a pattern with adverbs that can kind of help you out. So adverbs almost always end in the words ly. Now, that doesn't mean that like every word that ends in ly is automatically an adverb. You still got to think about it, okay? So like the word lily, a type of flower, Lily, lily is not an adverb. It's a flower. It's a noun, right? But if you see a word that ends in ly, you might want to think about it, double check it. Hey, is this an adverb? What kind of mood is it creating? Is it used in the right spot? If you're in revising and editing, consider these things, okay? So adverbs end in ly. So you saw that eagerly listened. Listened is my verb. It's what I'm doing. And eagerly is how I'm listening. Hilariously shared. If someone hilariously shares a story, the way that they're sharing it, the action is hilarious, is funny, okay? Loudly cried. Something I should have taught you in those other sentences is that sometimes the adverb can come right after the verb, and that's totally fine. That's totally chill. You can do that, okay? I could even say, I listened eagerly to her story, and eagerly still works as an adverb. I could say, she shared hilarious. Does that work? She shared hilarious. That one sounds awkward. I wouldn't do that one. She loudly cried, or even, when her boyfriend dumped her, she cried loudly, period. That's totally fine, okay? She yelled angrily. Ly. You want to look out for the ly with your adverbs, okay? That's like your number one way to switch an adjective to an adverb. I'm trying to remember if I have a paper for that or not. I don't really. Let me flip this over. I don't know, I got a lot of stuff. Nope, that's the last one. So, let me show y'all something really quick. Let's go back to one of your sentences from earlier. Sorry, guys. Oh, this one's still pretty clear. I haven't smeared this one too badly. Hey, so yeah. That ly trick is used to take an adjective and make it an adverb, or vice versa. Take an adverb, get rid of that ly, and switch it back. So, let me see if I have a blank page, actually. I can show you all this on. Not really. So let me make one really quick. While I'm moving my papers around. I want y'all to think about adjectives and adverbs that describe some of the things around you. So like look at your pencil and think, what are some adjectives that describe your pencil? Maybe sharp. Maybe dull. Maybe broken. Okay, here we go. So let's start with adjectives. I think that's going to be a lot easier for y'all. I'm pretty sure I've been putting adjectives in purple, right guys? Okay, so and I'll actually show you this with some of my favorite adjectives and adverbs. You probably noticed on that paper that y'all got, there's like a chart of adjectives and adverbs and their meaning. Those are just some of my favorite adjectives and adverbs. You can use whatever ones you want, but I figured if y'all are having a tough time, you can look at those because they're some of my favorites, okay? So let's start with the word shy, right? So shy is an adjective, okay? We can say the shy cat, right? So shy, should I have more than one color ready, huh? The shy cat, adjective, adverb. But what if I want to say that the cat meowed in a shy way? Because meowed is a verb, right? If I want to say that the cat meowed in a shy way, what do I add to the word shy? Think about it while I open my next marker, because I'm not very prepared for this. We would say that the cat meowed shyly. And that's how you take shy, describing a noun as an adjective, and turn it into an adverb, describing a verb, ly. All right, let's do it with one more thing. What else I got on my list over here? Rapid. No, let's do severe. Let's do severe. That was one on the test. Okay, so something that's pretty common that y'all may have experience with, or your friends have experience with, or brothers or sisters, is punishment, right? Like when I was younger, I got punishment all the time. Extra chores, groundings, I was a mess. So punishment. So if a punishment is like really, really bad, I mean, it's drastic. I mean, you have to, I don't know, scrub the floor with a toothbrush, right? Like classic, old school, serious punishment. You could use the adjective, one of my favorite adjectives, severe. Severe means like really harsh, really serious, okay? So I would say, oh, I got this severe punishment for skipping class. Severe punishment, adjective. But now let's think, how would we turn severe into an adverb? What if I wanted to say something like, my mom punished me severely? Oh, I said it out loud. I'm sorry, guys. What if I wanted to say, my mom punished me in a severe way, describing the way that she punished me, right? Okay, so if that was the case, I would say something like, she punished me, and I want to describe with my next word how she punished me. And so I'm going to use the word severe. That's not right. Because if I'm describing a verb, and to use the word severe, what do I need to add to this word to make it clear that she punished me in a severe, ly, right? She punished me severely. Sorry, you can't quite see the Y, but I promise it is there. Okay, so you are going to take the concepts that I just went over and the chart on your paper. And did I put, yep. If you look at the instructions at the top, it mentions that adverbs basically always end in ly. So take all the stuff we just went over and go through questions 1 through 12. 1 through 12. And when your class is generally done, your teacher is going to click this back on and we're going to go over some of the questions together. Okay? Okay, guys, I hope that you are ready to go over 8 through 12, because I am. So I'm just going to use the orange marker for everything because having the blue and purple marker, I was driving me crazy. So 8. She severe told me to go to class. Severe told? Told is a verb, right? So if severe is describing a verb, can't be that. It's got to be severely, right? Because it's an adverb. All right. His lecture was severely. His lecture was severe. This is supposed to describe a lecture, like a grown-up explaining something. That's a noun. A lecture is a noun. So this should not be severely. It should just be severe, right? Let's see if I can, forget that. Smoosh you out, okay? His lecture was severe, because severe describes a noun. A lecture is like an explanation. 10. The dog enthusiastic sniffed. Enthusiastic describes sniffed, and that's a verb, right? That's an action. It's something you do. So it's got to be enthusiastically. Okay? Ly, adverb. Next. Vibrantly, sunshine illuminated the garden. So now that I think about it, you could have fixed this more than one way. So those of you who remembered introductory phrases might have put a comma here. Vibrantly, sunshine illuminated the garden. And when you do that, vibrantly is describing illuminated. And that's like light shining, like that's a verb, okay? So if you put a comma there, you're good. But if you're trying to use this word to describe sunshine, a noun, you know you're working with an adjective here. And adjectives, no ly, okay? Adjectives, adverbs, ly, but you're describing a noun, so it would just be vibrant sunshine illuminated the garden. Whether you put a comma or you cross it out, you're good. And lastly, the mother of a child with a severity peanut allergy puts her faith in detective dogs. Severity peanut allergy? Something's wrong there, huh? So y'all know that the adjective that describes a noun, y'all know that's severe, not severity. So what I do is cross that out. All right, severe, and go from there. Severity is a noun, okay? Severe is the adjective. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for paying attention and being respectful to your teacher. I gotta go. I gotta go to lunch. But I'll see you guys around. Have a good day. Bye. What are you doing?